All right, so the next one is, should the anchor text in the RSS attribution link be the post title or the blog name? I heard you speak about that over optimization, but not sure if the post title would do that. No, that's fine. Again, the only time you really have to worry about that at all is, well, the way I have always talked about it, and if you're using our syndication applets from IFTTT, those, it's hard coded now into the attribution link is actually hard coded into the applet, so that you don't need a plugin that does it. If you do have a plugin that does it, you probably you'll see redundant attribution links, right? And because again, it's been coded directly into the RSS app or to the IFTTT applets. But where I've talked about you can over optimize is typically what I do is, and again, like if we use the Yoast RSS attribution kind of template, which is this post or the post, and then it would be the post title, anchor text, actually linking to that post URL, what first appeared on, or was first published on, or was originally published on, or whatever. And then it would be a link back to the home, essentially the homepage of the site with the site name. Or you could hard code it into the attribution to where it would be like a naked URL, right? So URL anchor. There's a number of things that you can do, but that is what I always suggested doing. So I usually kept that format. So the post URL would have the blog post title as the anchor text. And then if I would also include a link back to the homepage as part of every attribution link, then I would either have the brand name or a naked URL anchor. Does that make sense? And so if you're doing that, then there's pretty much no chance of over optimizing, no matter how many times you syndicate, right? Because it's, again, the post title the post title anchor is typically a longer post title, right? And it just makes sense. It's a natural way to link back to a post that's titled that way. Same goes for your homepage. If your homepage is, if all you're doing is anchor text as a branded anchor or a naked URL anchor, that's pretty much normal. So like there's really very little chance that you could over optimize unless you were doing some sort of like exact match keyword brand name, which is kind of rare. In home services, though, you see that a lot. But even then, like I said, it's unlikely that you're going to have any problems, because typically the link back to the homepage should be no followed, in my opinion anyways. I would only keep the follow link for the post title linking back to the individual posts. And that's just because over time, again, it starts to look unnatural if they're always getting links back with do follow links to the homepage. So I typically would keep those as no follow, and then put the post URL, like I said, have the title as that. And then last thing I want to mention about that is really the only way that that you really have to worry about over optimizing if you're doing multi-tiered syndication networks. If you're just doing one branded syndication network, there's really no chance to over optimize on any particular anchor with your attribution link, provided that you do it the way that I said, right? If you were syndicating the same post across multiple networks, then you could run into potentially some over optimization issues. But since you're really only posting, at least with the initial syndication network that we provide, there's three main blog platforms: Blogger, Tumblr, and WordPress. And those three, just getting 3 link backs to each post with the post title URL, or excuse me, as the anchor, is not going to over optimize any one of them, if that makes sense. Comments on that?
No, as a matter of fact, 3 to 5 links back to each blog post isn't going to hurt anything.
Right.
Even if it's exact match, it shouldn't, and I don't see how it will. You'd have to do just a whole bunch, like Bradley said, on a tiered syndication network, where now you're getting 12. There's a total of 12 that you'd be getting back. You don't want to do that. But 3 to 5, 2, if you're doing it the way that you're shown in Syndication Academy, there's no need to.
Yeah.